I've been talking for so long. What an ass. Anyway, like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. The haiku report is nearly complete. I'm going to record it this week ideally. Maybe Thursday, maybe Friday, I don't know. And then be able to roll it out Saturday. That's the plan. I've spent probably 6 to 8 hours working on this thing from soup to nuts. So I really hope you enjoy it. It's a beast. It's a lot of slides. There's a lot of stuff there. It's a pretty big Google Slides presentation. Oh, you have something for me? That's very nice. Tell me what it is. Or don't. I don't know. My birthday's in 15 days for anybody who's looking to get me a gift! Exclamation P.O. Box. You know, I like to be popular like that, so. How you doing, Compy? Now that we've went micless for entirely too long. I feel like a fool. I've done this every stream. I feel like I should know better. Also, exclamation cloud is a winner. What's this thing? Twitch recap. How do you get a Twitch recap badge? Kind of want one. Oh, wow. Well, you earned that one. You were like, you got to be one of the most engaged people here. That's for sure. Ooh, 17 months at tier 3. Holy smokes! Thank you, computer, very much. That's right. We're celebrating Joe Flacco Day as the Browns steamroll their way towards the AFC playoffs, like with a lot of winnable games. But we'll cross that bridge before we get to it. Thank you, Compy. I appreciate you, bud. Tier 3, holy oh, we went from Tier 2 to Tier 3. Jeepers Creepers. Compy, you're the first Tier 2 and the first Tier 3 sub we've ever had on stream. Enjoy the 40% more channel points. This is an investment in your future here. I think you're making a run at the big time next year. I did a little animation that shows the haiku chant board changing from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. It's kind of neat. It's not perfect, but that's the last piece that I'm looking for out of just going through the presentation and making sure we're covered. So, all right. Well, nothing to it but to do it. You've waited long enough. Without further ado, allow me to present to you the number one haiku hooligan, the purveyor of the golden word, the great artist himself. Here he comes, everybody. Fresh from outside, Haiku Tom. Put your hands together. Put your hands together for Haiku Tom, everybody. Put them together. Ooh, baby. Feels good to be indoors. Feels good to be indoors. How's everybody doing today? Let me get one of these free lozenges as a person who lives outside. Ooh, and a non-alcoholic drinky poo. That is some good drinky poo. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to Haiku Slam Day 4. 4 of 12. We have a lot of haikus to read. We're already in 7 whole minutes. So without further ado, let's read the very first haiku today. This one is from way back in January. It's titled Big Bass. An audacious fish with impunity ends runs. Mario, mouth-sized. And we're off. All right, we're off. That's one haiku. We're going to read 200 haikus today from the stream throughout the year. Randomized. Oh, man. Thank you very much, Compy, for gifting a Tier 1 sub to Gridiron Norseman. Come back. Hopefully you enjoy the haikus. We'll be playing games tomorrow and doing haikus. You caught us at a weird time. Please do enjoy the sub. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy your 20% extra channel points. This is an Adam Uber haiku from way back, also back when he was around in April. This one's titled The End of the World. When the end times come, does the world cease to be or proceed without us? Okay, we're starting off with some real depressing ones. Hopefully there's some fun ones in here somewhere. Let's go. Next haiku. This one is a popular one. This is the April 22nd edition of the Cleve News. Trying to relax. My neighbor sold his trash hole. Rainy day comfort. I'll have you know that house is still up for sale. And this was haiku from back in April. Not much changes. As I've said, nothing ever happens here. This is from February. We spent a lot of time in stream this year learning internet lingo, as I'm old and unaware of the internet culture. This is titled Final Fantasy Based with a question mark. The golden standard, or what they want you to think. Played once, played them all. Now, I still barely know what based means, and I don't think that this, in context, makes a ton of sense. What do we have here next? This is from our pal Muta Shadow in August. You know, sometimes winning isn't enough. Sometimes you're going to do all of the winning. Phil, enjoy your... It's 5 o'clock at night where you're at, Phil. You calling it a day? This was titled All of the Winning. Pissing excellence. Flip a coin. Win either way. The world at your feet. Sometimes you can't help but lose. Sometimes you can't help but win. I'm a winner myself. That's what I tell you. Here's one from our pal Rocket Sauna from the Haiku sale. This is very meta. This is titled Convincing the Bank Haikus are a good investment in order to finance a portion of the haiku stream. Rocket was going through handling a financial crisis in his own way. Rocket, spotting trends. Words don't go away, baby. Before it's too late. If you weren't investing in Cleve haikus, you are out of your mind. Also, fun fact about Rocket Sauna's haiku year: he only got 2 haikus after the haiku sale. Still finished in fifth or sixth place. So you can front load this thing and walk yourself to victory. There was a lot of drama in the arranging of the haiku board over the course of the year. This is from the Muta Shadow series of one-word haiku topics. This one's titled Ceiling. The top of your world, covered in satin white paint, not made for dancing. Unless, chat, of course, you are Lionel Richie. Does anybody even know what I'm talking about? Is this thing even on? There's a chance that it isn't on. Anybody who watched the first 3 minutes of stream knows there's a chance that microphone's not on. Next, a Darthling haiku from the haiku sale. This one's titled Rocket Sauna, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage. Industry Titan, paying for the naming rights. Subsidize his stream. We should get Rocket Sauna to get sponsored by Rocket Mortgage. Dan Gilbert has a lot of money. He can afford it. He owns the Cavs too. I think he owns the Cavs. I'm pretty sure he still owns the Cavs. This is another haiku sale, one from Rocket Sauna, who I believe had 44 haikus that day. This was titled Don't Stop Believing. A journey anthem, keeping your dreams in focus. Maybe a huge star. That feels pretty late in the that haiku has no teeth to it. Some of them are just tired, as the writer might be. What we got here is a one from October from Colin Crispin. This one's titled Stressing Out About the End of Year Metrics. Mind on the data, focusing on the numbers, meaningful or not. Speaking of numbers, I've got about 25 slides of data. 25 slides in this haiku report. It is a beefy burrito. I don't know how long. Last year's took me 25 minutes to get through. This one might take 35 or 40 minutes, if I'm guessing. There's a lot. But you know your boy's up to talk a little bit. Next one here. This is a Darthling haiku about another friend of ours, AK Potatoes. It's titled AK Potatoes Brethren Stream Better Than a Laptop. Taters off the grid. Use nails and some copper wire. More kibitz than me, that's right. We spent much of the year unsuccessfully having a watchable stream. You know, which is unfortunate, but it happens sometimes. That reminds me, I need to do a little bit of this real quick. Make sure my stream is up and running with proper kabibage. Also, thank you once again. I have a lot of sub points out here. Holy smokes. I'm rich, I tell ya. Hold on, back to business. I got distracted. This is from our pal Computer MD, who really grabbed a keen handle on the haiku series. This one is from the Fraser trilogy. It's titled, I'm Listening. Heed the good doctor. Ears open to hear your thoughts. Just doing his job. I don't know. I've not watched the new Fraser. He's just, I don't know. Kabibage is super important. How you doing, Shadow? Next, another one from Compy. There's a lot of Compy haikus. This one's the second haiku in the Fraser trilogy. It's titled, Oh Dear God, Niles. Niles, the loose cannon. Fraser, exasperated. And clutching his pearls. I do like that Fraser is kind of a bit of a narcissist, but a prude at the same time. Though he also gets laid a ton. That was the least believable part of like Fraser, is that he was just always getting it, like way above his weight. He had a lot of money though, and a nice apartment. But I have a decent house and some money, and if I was single, I don't know if it'd help me out at all. Next, a very hard to read haiku. This one's titled, or it's from Cyphers. It's titled Bacon Hype, probably from playing Zelda. Hyrule's. What does it say? I can't read this. Hyrule's pig villain. Reduced to smoldering ashes. Who wants BLTs? There you go. I don't know why some of these, when I go, I just did a bad job printing some of these out. I really caught my stride later in the year on these, so we'll have those problems. It's it's Compy Day here in the Haiku Slam. This is another Compy haiku. It's a football one. Oh no, it's not a football one. I read that wrong. This is titled Vibing with the Daytime Stream from back in October. Change to the routine. Like taking a Twitch field trip. It feels like a treat. Speaking of which, we'll be on tomorrow doing haikus and playing Star Tropics as we are wont to do, so you're going to want to get a piece of that. We have a very rare one from a single haiku hooligan. This is Joe is Your Hero's only appearance on New Year's Day. He never came back. This one's titled Farts. An ominous wind. A Twitch thought sold hers in jars. I share mine freely. You don't need to pay $39.99. I'll fart in a plastic bag and send it to you. I mean, it can't weigh that much, right? I feel like we can get away with something. Another New Year's Day haiku from our pal Rocket Sauna. This one's titled, for anybody who plays Super Mario Bros. 3, they're probably familiar with this, the Death Waffles. This one's titled Death Waffle Dance. Orbit unyielding, no weapon can destroy them. So move when they move, just like that. When I move, you move, just like that. Stand up. We all got a bit of Luda inside of us, do we not? Another New Year's Day haiku from our pal AK Potatoes. This is titled Potatoes, the first vegetables in space. Spud into orbit, slipped gravity's surly bonds for space nourishment. If anybody pays attention to any of this, I write a lot of haikus with the line something slipping something else's surly bonds. Like your hair slipping your head surly bonds, slipping the gravity surly bonds. Like, if anybody knows what that's famous from, that's from Ronald Reagan when the Challenger blew up. They slipped gravity's surly bonds to kiss the face of God. Something like that. Like when the Challenger blew up. It's a really great speech. This was from Jedi and the New Year. He was having a hard time adjusting to getting back on his work schedule. This one's titled Ignoring Bedtime. A long vacation. Sleeping in becomes habit. Ignore your best sense. Now we also know that Jedi and myself are getting a teeny bit up there in age, so our rest becomes a lot more important. Honestly, I'm kind of really enjoying ponytail and beret look right now. I might just wear this out tomorrow. This is from our pal 9 Names. It's titled New CRT. Ancient artifact. It's tactile clicky buttons, but still new to you. We have two CRTs. One of them died. We got a new one going here. This one dies. I'm back on looking for CRTs. It'll become less of an issue if I'm not speedrunning, but I have another TV here, but it's not a CRT. It's like a flat screen that I've had for like 12 years. This is our friend Hocus the Pocus. She lives in a place where it snows quite a bit. This is from January. It's titled Sleet in Your Hair. Heaven's confetti takes its time, then melts away, moistening your scalp. Fan of Hocus Pocus. I want to go to Finland. I hear it's nice. This is one from October from Haiku champ Philip Schneider. This one's titled Unleashing the Beast. Tirade of haikus. Stored potential once released. Cleve bucks expended. That makes sense. Philip had a lot of big haiku days near the end of the year. He was one of those people that was on and off the haiku champ list quite a bit. You know, like, imagine there was a time when Compy wasn't on a haiku champ list. That was the first 2 months of the year he wasn't on it. When he became very comfortable in April and just didn't even slowly work his way up. Just started leapfrogging dudes. Hit the stream like a tidal wave this year. Next one from the High Queen herself. One of the 365 Brand Diesel haikus. This was titled Always Being Boned by Work on Saturday. When the weekend came, unreliable workers, except for Brandy. That's right, we salute the High Queen in all of her glory. Hopefully we'll see her tomorrow. Maybe she'll pop in today, who can say? One haiku for every day of the calendar year is pretty damned impressive. Next, the July 10th edition of the Cleve News. Nothing ever happens here in Northeast Ohio. Cleve News. Another bet. Streamiversary. Weekend of family stuff. Yard work. Tedium. I do remember that weekend. We did a lot of yard work, and it was tedious. But we did celebrate our Streamiversary in style. Next year will be Streamiversary number 3. What we have here is what I believe to be the first haiku of the year from our friend Colin. It's titled Cleveland Weather. Canadian winds. Big, giant water cooler. Reeks weather chaos. If you live in Cleveland, you know. If you live up in any part of the Great Lakes, you're living by a giant body of water that just does whatever the hell it wants. I think the lake is currently high. Don't think that matters, but I just want to let you know. This is for Happy Time Harry, sports fan. This one's titled NHL in Cleveland. We have a team here. Not hard to find a ticket. Just walk in and sit. Yes, that team is the Lake Erie Monster, though they might have changed the name to the Cleveland Monsters. We used to go to our Barons games back in the day for like $10, sit behind the goalies, and just heckle the crap out of people and drink overpriced beers. It was a good time to be alive. Very good time to be alive, but alas, we're doing something more fun and more valuable now with our time. Next, another one from the High Queen. Selling. She's always selling the stream. This one's titled Join the Cleveland Town Discord. The Haiku Hangout. Haiku Depository. Also, white dog pics. Exclamation Discord to join the Discord. Every single haiku is in there. As well as chances to select Pet of the Month and to pictures of your things and some PBs and just hang out. I read and respond to nearly every message because, let's just say, there isn't a lot of traffic at the old Haiku Hangout. Next, one from helfmyselp. This one's titled Screaming in all caps. Caps lock megaphone. You're typing, dwarfing the rest. Notice me, senpai. That's right, if you're not typing in caps, why are you even streaming? Oh, poor Joey. I have a haiku about Joey. We haven't seen it yet. This one's from our pal Philip Schneider. sometimes in life you encounter something that's so adorable, so unbelievably cute, it causes your system to short circuit. This haiku is titled Cuterism. Adorable image. Your brain can't handle the load, and you just shut down. This is a common occurrence when meeting me in person. I met Gustavo Shrapnel, and he next thing you know, he fainted. He was gobsmacked. He couldn't even handle, Shadow, Shadow, I met Shadow too. He didn't seem impressed. I don't know. I don't have that effect on everybody. Darthling, back in May, shows you how long this year was. Darthling, back in May, was considering a purchase to play a video game. This was titled Might Try Tears of the Kingdom. 3D Zelda-ing. Did the hype train suck Darthling in? Past the maybe stage. I got to the maybe stage, but I never bought it because I have about 20 games over there that I haven't touched. Some of those games have multiple games on them. So we might never get there, guys. This is one from the High Queen. Periodically, we'll stream on Friday nights when we think we can, if circumstances allow. This one's titled Friday Night Stream. A night to myself, Cleve Jr. at Polish school, before we all sleep. I do enjoy my Friday streams. Don't want to do them every time, though. More than 3 streams a week too often makes me really kind of over it. So, Friday streams are a treat for everybody. Maybe get a drinky poo and make a big deal about it. Next one from February from Haiku Hooligan / Haiku Champ, the Phenomenal Sir. This was titled The Game That Will Make Tom Join the Jank Races. Creature of habit, only plays games he knows well. One day, he might join. I'm not a joiner. I've been invited to participate in many Jank Bros races, and I feel like I'm letting Sir down, but I don't know, man. That's the best I can do. The best you get is I'm sorry. I don't know. It's not you, it's me. I invented it's not you, it's me. You can't do that to me. I invented it. Next, another one from our friend Hocus Pocus. This one's titled Raid. Friends pay a visit. Massive numbers to say hi, but they barely stay. That's fair. I have left many a rated streams before. Maybe the last thing you want to see is me and my shrill voice and doofy face and mediocre gimmick. I can't blame people, but we pick up ride or dies pretty frequently, so we're growing. The raids help. Send your raids to Cleveland Tom. We'll put you over big time. This is one from Phenomenal Sir. One of the things if we talk about anybody in this stream, almost as much as Doontap, it's Alice. We know very little about Alice. She doesn't give us anything, so it makes her a bit of a character of mystery, which is fascinating. This was titled Alice is a Blank Slate. Doesn't give us much. Puzzle wrapped in an enigma. Fill in your own blanks. Alice is whatever you want her to be. Aside of her saying that she's a girl and she lives in Sweden, everything else is up in the air. My Alice is 6'6" and can bench press 350, and she didn't blow out her ACL. She'd have made she got a D1 scholarship. She got a D1 scholarship, but then she blew out her knee freshman year and never got back on the field. That's my Alice. Your Alice can be whatever you want. Welcome in, Kale. You did make it. We're only about a half an hour in. We've only read this many haikus, and we have this many more to go. So we're doing fine. Next up, one of our late arriving but very impactful hooligans, Chelsea P. We got to live a little bit of her fall schedule. This one's titled Only 2 Weeks of Soccer Season. Thank goodness. Watching from sidelines. The field, absent of her kids. 2 weeks left of that. I gotta tell you, I am just sticking my toe into seeing Cleve Jr. off to youth sports, and boy, it is. Well, maybe he'll learn something. Next, we talked a lot about coffee on this stream. I don't drink coffee personally. This is from Philip. It's titled Black Drip Coffee. The long, slow coffee. No augmentation needed. give it to me straight. I think when I traditionally do have a cup of coffee, which is less than 5 in my life, I always just take it black. Black is night. Black, lifeless coffee, like a doll's coffee. Coffee goes in the water. You go in the water. Thank you, Don. Well, see, what you don't know is right now we're dealing, this is the season of giving, and I'm taking my job seriously because I want to get re-signed to my contract next year, so I'm going to behave myself. The guy who keeps me in ketchup packets and onion skins, I'm going to behave for that kind of bounty. Once again, you're wearing sunglasses, but I'm still eye acting, and I'm wasting efforts. Next, for our friend Scarface Nico, this might be his first one. This one's titled Home Alone 2 Tournament. It's Nico's brainchild. Watch him dunk on all the noobs. I will likely quit. Spoiler alert, I did quit. Didn't even play. The timing wasn't right. I had something to do. I couldn't agree to both days. I would like to compete in a tournament again. We did do the Punch-Out tournament in which we got our windshield completely blown off. I think the next competing I might do is a Star Tropics race. Seems possible. Maybe this week, maybe as early as this weekend, I might be doing a Star Tropics race. I need to get a hold of Natters and figure this out. Next, from Muted Shadow, an emote haiku. We've done quite a bit of haikus about emotes. This one titled Nintendo Natalie's 157 Nintendo Police. If anybody has it, I might pull it up real quick. I'm a subscriber to Nintendo Natalie. This is it right here. We wrote a haiku about this emote right there. Gaming malfeasance. Aware of your transgressions. The sirens blare out. That's a good emote. I like a lot of those emotes. This is from EvryTimeWeSlay. He must have had a hair in his ass about education. This one's titled Abstinence is Not Sex Ed. Teach responsibility. It doesn't work socially. Forewarned is forearmed. You know, you gotta wrap it up. You gotta wrap it up. People are gonna do what people have been doing for several millions of years. Just getting it in. Can't tell them to stop. Hasn't worked yet. Next, one from the High Queen herself. This one's titled Drug, Sex, and Rock and Roll. 3 modern vices. Appeal to your basest needs. And a lot of fun. I've had at least one of these. And I feel like there's something to be said about that. Next from Rocket Sauna. This is one of the haiku hooligans putting haiku hooligans over. This one's titled How to Become as Phenomenal as the Sir. Vague southern accent. Mastering rings of power. Kick-ass ponytail. Though these days, I believe my ponytail has something to say in the discussion. I'm going to take all Sir's gimmicks. Next up, the August 19th edition of Cleve News. Nothing ever happens here in Northeast Ohio. Cleve News. Calendar empty. Saw the Mario movie last week's of Z1. That's right about the time we were ramping down Z1, ramping up Star Tropics. Do you believe that was only 3 months ago? Less than 3 months ago. Feels like 411 years ago, guys. I barely remember my life before I started the Haiku Slam. Next, an old one from back in January from our pal Kelmez. This was titled The Power of the Power Glove. Game peripheral. Designed to help surgeons work. Power becomes yours. And let me just say, the Cleveland Tom Haiku Slam presented by Cleveland Tom Industries, presented by the Power Glove. I love the Power Glove. It's so bad. That's a reference to Ness Cardinality. I don't get to watch that guy stream as much as I used to. We have a helfmyselp haiku. He's a haiku champ. This one's titled Handling Business Without Taking Care of It. Working without work. Kick the can another day. Not broken. don't fix. You know, sometimes, guys, you just gotta let them sleeping dogs lie. We procrastinate a lot here. That's why we're still doing the haiku report on we're still writing the haiku report on December 12th. Though last year we wrote it on December 13th and did it like the same day, so. When I have to do 2,500 haikus, the haiku report's gonna have to wait. This is a Fat Cat haiku, ironically enough, about Fat Cat. It's titled, Fat Cat may lurk, but still cares. Nodding approval, though his chat may be silent, he's still digging us. Amen to that, brother. I'm one of the worst lurkers in the history of Twitch, but even I lurk sometimes. This is one for our pal Quexp, who got a lot of haikus during the haiku sale. This was titled, Damn Keyboard. Tech failed me again. Good craftsman blaming his tools. We make no mistakes. You know, if I didn't have to rely on all this technology, I feel like we'd have a lot more going for ourselves. That's what I'm saying. Game be cheating. And that game, of course, is the game of life. Next up, from Calrea. Calrea came into the stream during a Haiku Slam. Our Haiku sale, got her first few haikus, and then came at the end, a Haiku miss. This one's titled, But-um-tsh. Attempted humor. Drummer offers assistance to put you over. That's a good haiku. I like that one. We dabble in being entertaining here. Sometimes we dabble in being unentertaining too. This is a strange one for Rocket Sauna. This was late in the haiku sale. Excuse me, it's titled Canning Fish in the Rain. There's canning to do. I'll be damned if the weather slows down production. Listen, sometimes fish gotta go in cans. Mother Nature needs to take a back seat. Just the way it goes. Way she goes, I guess. Next one here from the 715 stream. This is from Darthling. It's titled, Could there be a haiku, C-O-U-P, during the sale? I like this one. The question is, the title is good. The mods gather strength. Why would they serve the kingdom when they could rule it? Luckily, my mods are super loyal and super friendly, and hopefully wouldn't put me out on the street worse than I already am. Next up, Phenomenal Sir, back in January. This was titled, The Greatest Entertainer. You think this haiku would be about me. Haikus and gaming. A poodle on its hind legs has nothing on me. Look, it was about me. I'm so entertaining, it might make you crazy. I sing, I talk, I yell. I'm a triple threat. Next one up from Jedi, a haiku champ too. This was titled, When Your Friends Start Becoming Grandparents. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm close. Next generation. More gifts to buy at Christmas. Watch your friends changing. I believe I have friends that are grandparents, and it is weird. Of course, I hate kids. This is from Darthling. Near Thanksgiving, it's called Friendsgiving Height. Yearly tradition. Make excuse to see your friends every November. You know, as you get older and it's hard to find people, you really do need to buckle down and manufacture time to visit people and to make stuff happen. And even that is a challenge. Believe you me. Joey, way back in March, he asked for a haiku, thinking about the future. It's titled, What You Expect of Your Summer. One landscape project. Complaining about the heat. Waiting for football. Now that I'm 9 months after this haiku came out, let me tell you, that's exactly how it went down. It's like I can see the future. It's a talent. I try not to abuse it. This is from Shadow. He must have been taking a walk down memory lane. This was titled AOL Floppy. Gateway to the web. A link to the distant past. Best used as coasters. I wasn't on the internet during those days. I don't really know much about it. I wasn't I wasn't on the internet, so I never went on Prodigy or AOL or any of that stuff. So I'm assuming it was fun. Speaking of fun, this is from our friend Chelsea. She went to a lot of fairs here in the fall. This one's titled Fair Fun. Pet some animals. Indulge yourself with some rides. Spend a lot of cash. These things are expensive. Fairs are not cheap. I feel like I can rent a goat and, I'll go up and down a hill in the car. I'll have as much fun. But there's a child in this house, so we go to some fairs every now and again. This is from Rocket Sauna. A very common theme of the working person. This is titled TGIF. Relief valve lifted. On your knees, praying to God. The weekend is here. Slay, how you doing? We're getting close to the big weekend for Cleveland Tom, as he has to work. He has to work Thursday, Friday, and then half a day Monday, and then 12 to 13 days without work. We'll be trying to stream then too. We'll be trying to relax, get some rest, get ready for Christmas, trying to drink too much. That's the Christmas tradition. This is from Mario Day and our friend Hocus Pocus. It's titled March 10th. NES mascot. Better than Valentine's Day. Some plumberly love. I like that one. That's a good one. I like that haiku. Welcome in, Slay. How was your Mario 2 going today? Was that like a ROM hack or was that regular Mario 2? I think it looked like the same game, the levels that I watched. I'll be playing Mario 2. Yeah. We deal in irony here. Next, from Darthling. This is a strange question. Yes, Hogan's birthday is Valentine's Day. That's correct. This is titled Strangest Popcorn You'd Like to Try. Popcorn overload. Tom has vanilla taste buds. Classic will suffice. If you've learned anything about me, I like plain everything. Gonna go to McDonald's. I'm getting a cheeseburger plain. Cheese, of course, because I'm not a crazy person. I'm not eating a plain hamburger. What are we, poor? This is a helfmyselp haiku. Apparently, sometimes he has a problem sleeping in. This one's titled Waking Up 45 Minutes Later for Something Important. Oh, this is for the haiku sale. Help showed up late when we were already 200 haikus deep. Missed your engagement, but better late than never. Making up for it. That's right. Help myself. Late for the Haiku Slam. Haiku sale, excuse me. Late for the Haiku sale. I think he might be in the Haiku Slam. I'm not sure. I try not to out my lurkers. I'm assuming he might be around. He's been around a little bit. We did a lot of encouraging of Jedi on stream this year. Jedi did a decent amount of gaming. He was playing Ninja Gaiden. He finally got over the hump. This haiku is titled Meeting Your Ninja Gaiden Goal. Achieving the dream. Guide Ryu to victory. Succeed, then move on. GG's Jedi. May all of your gaming adventures come true or to fruition for you. I hope the same happens for me. This is from Darthling. Darthling played a lot of Z1 Rando this year and a lot of Z1. So he's ran the gamut of experience. This one's titled Dumpster Fire Rando Seeds. Looking for the sword. Ladder blocked everywhere. 2 hours minimum. I might play another Z1 Rando this year. I think that'll be fun. Compy, thank you for hosting the stream. Also, Compy became even bigger today. He got the tier 3 sub. So he's got the gold. He's got the double star red Haiku Tom, and 40% more channel points than your average subscribers. So I think Compy's making a run. That's my hunch. I had the opportunity about a month ago to meet with the Bagler as he was in town, and we went bowling. And I gave him the perfect method for a guy who doesn't bowl. This haiku is titled Right Down the Middle. Bowling novices, surviving as the crow flies, rocket to pocket. Though he did get better as he was going on. He seems like he might be a fairly athletic dude. Bowling is kind of athletic in a fundamental way. Like, you need to be able to get muscle memory to be good at it. It took me a long time as I'm not an athlete. This haiku is a emote haiku. A Twitch emote haiku. It's titled Baska Pika. From our friend Basecamp Foster, she has a Pikachu. Jolly Pikachu appears to enjoy the stream. Threatens electric. Well, I'm always a little moist, so I'm weak to electric. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Just saying dumb things on the internet. This is from Mew to Shadow. This one's titled Exorcise. A weight on your soul, removing an evil force. Feel easy and free. I like that one. That one's pretty good. That one's okay. That's almost on the good tier. Very evocative. This is from Happy Time Harry from the Haiku Sale. Apparently he's learning about rainbows. This one's titled Roy G. Biv. Human Eyes Sight Scope. All available colors. Melding seamlessly. I believe everybody knows what Roy G. Biv is, right? I mean, teach you that. I think you learn that before you start school. It's the first sciencey thing that a kid will learn. This is from Gustavo Shrapnel, harkening back to a better day with better gaming options. This one's titled The Dreamcast, Still Dreaming. The Sega Killer, an underrated system, awaiting rebirth. I'm pretty sure that Sega Dreamcast collecting is probably kind of hot right now because N64 was hot a little bit a while ago, from what I understand. We got some dancing popsicle otters on the screen. Mew to Shadow with another one-word title. This one's titled Charge. Put it on my card. Positive or negative. Who's really in charge? Here at the Cleveland Tom stream, that guy would be me. May you find somebody to run yourself as well as I run this stream. And just remember to turn your microphone on. Small matter. This is from Gustavo, celebrating the Browns. This one's titled Browns Dub this week. Browns trounce Titan. Exercise Monday's foul taste. Both sides looked awesome. What's up, Corn? How you doing? We're reading haikus. We're about 85 haikus in already. It is. I was doing the summary of the haiku champs. Corn, you were on the haiku leaderboard for like 2 months. You had a good run on there. There's a lot of people that were on there that I forgot were even on there. This is from our pal Chainsaw Bear. This one's titled The Missing Link. Hairy knuckles drag, ridged brow, and scary muscles. The men are tough too. I mean, I assume if you don't mind pubic hair, a cave woman wouldn't be all that bad. I mean, if you've seen a Quest for Fire, you know you're probably going one. There's probably a certain way. There wasn't no missionary style back in caveman days. That's my point. You're gonna do some navigating. I can tell you, but I also covered a little bit in the haiku report. You, I believe, have 29 haikus. So not good enough for ride or die status, but certainly near the top of the associate hooligan class, which is the way I arrange people. I can tell you exactly here though, because I want you to know, Slay. People tracker every time we slay 29 haikus exactly. Good for 20th place. 20th place. What I might do is make the I might just put the link to the sheet up now that I'm done with it, so people can just look at it. Next up, for Compy, way back in May, a Star Trek TNG reference. This one's titled Prune Juice, a warrior's drink. Bitter and fibrous, worthy of a warrior's gut. Big, manly deuces. Yeah, I believe you were second. You didn't do enough to make Ride or Die. Ride or Die needed to do 40 haikus. Ride or Die means you did 50% of 10th place. So that's a reasonable goal. 50% of 10th place. But everybody gets a mention. Everybody gets to see their name in the haiku report this year at least once. I'm very comprehensive with stuff. Next up, Phenomenal Sir. This is not the first time we've done several haikus about this song. This haiku is titled Halfway There, Living on a Prayer. You live for the fight when it's all that you've got. Someone worked on docks. And I hear that the union's been on strike and he's kind of down in his luck, but... No, but you do get it. Look, you're on the wall. And that haiku that you sent me was featured in another haiku titled Strangest Thing I've Received in a P.O. Box. It's kind of heartwarming. I go, not strange, but heartwarming. You know, like, it was nice. I put you over pretty big there. This is a Brandy haiku. This one's titled Feeding Buzzy Hello Fresh. Boxes on his porch. Restock the freshly made meals. Force feed him some squash. I'm sorry, I couldn't read that one very much. This is a stream with heart. This is from our friend Eternal Samus, who also speaks Polish, probably better than I do. This one's about one of her favorite Polish treats. This one's titled Kabanos. Long, skinny sausage. The sausage takes you over. Misnamed a smoky. See, this is a joke in my house. Like, anybody familiar with the song Bailamos by Mark Anthony? So the song is very simple. Cabanos. Let the sausage take you over, Cabanos. Jestem głodna, la kielbasa, Cabanos. I can eat this stuff forever, Cabanos. It's a good song. It's a good song. Next up from Computer MD, this is from the Haiku Alliteration series. This one's titled Haiku Alliteration series number 1. It's titled H. I like this series too. The series came out really good. Another really great contribution to the stream. Halitosis hens, hardly handling happy homes. How hard hearts harden. That is... Listen, my breath probably isn't great right now. You would have got a whole mouthful of it. There's a lot of H's in that one. Next, Jedi lamenting the failures of his favorite football team. This one's titled Cowboys Playoff Loss. Waste away a year. Country laughs in unison. The star has faded. I feel like every year this haiku is going to be valid. Every year of my life, I'm going to be able to write a haiku about how the Cowboys lost in the playoffs. I don't care how good they look. It doesn't matter. I like to keep an old Twitch here, an old stream rather. Most of the people in this stream are generally a little more mature than your average stream. This one's titled Being Old on Twitch. As I move my glasses. Dispensing wisdom. Of course I have to play retro. 90s references. We do like the 90s. Does anybody remember the 90s? Let's listen to some Real Big Fish and put on some Jinko pants. I like this series too. This is from my Help Myself series. Failed Cleve Redeems. Failed Cleve Redeem number 3. This one's titled Cleve Moves. Lack of interest. A trip to Dairy Country. Recording cow sounds. You know, we have a lot of good ideas on stream. What you do is you get rid of them right away if they're no good. We don't let bad ideas linger. Surprised we're still doing haikus 2.5 years in. Next, this is from Gustavo Shrapnel. It's a food haiku. It's titled Sloppy Joes. Meat made with red gunk. What does it even taste like? Fingertips. Coated. I do like a Sloppy Joe, though. Or an untidy Joseph. My friend makes that joke every time. And I laugh every time. Because it's kind of funny. It's been 20 years laughing at the same stupid joke. You know... Life is a little weird because we're not even really sure you're experiencing it. You know, this haiku dabbles slightly in that meta. This haiku is titled Live or Repeat. Gaming on a treadmill. Repeatedly the same thing. Just different shirts. Today I'm wearing a really nice purple shirt with a wolf on it. How? We're not afraid to get meta here in the oh my god, I must be reading slow. Next up, This is from Computer MD. We were talking a lot about Louis and how he knows everything. This haiku is titled, I'll take things that Louis knows for 1,000, Alex. Knowledge from the boot. Master gaming and culture. What doesn't he know? He's even giving me some big grades sometimes. He don't gotta do that. He's frickin' Louis. Next up, we're celebrating haiku milestones. Right after we did haiku number 2400, we did a haiku 3 haikus later. This one's titled Now is 2403. As the beat rolls on, the haikus keep piling up. 2403. As you know, we finished with 2,515 haikus. That means in the last week of the stream, we did 100 more haikus. We averaged somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 to 60 haikus every week. Because remember, I took about 4 weeks off over the course, actually 5 weeks off over the course of the year, and also all of December. So in about 35 weeks, we did like 80 haikus a week or something stupid like that. Chelsea P comes in. She's a bit of a sports fan, Celtics fan. Little strange being from North Carolina. This haiku is titled First Boston Celtics game of the season. On the parquet floor, green men from the north begin. March to 82. I don't follow basketball till after football season's over. And even then, the Cavs need to be good. I realize I'm not as much as a basketball fan as I am a fan of the Cavs, right? This is from Darthling. I provide a very helpful service here. This one's titled Learning to Count One Haiku at a Time. His fingers fail him, mislabeling the first ones. Only missed by 2. Yes, sometimes we count, and sometimes we count a little less good. He who is without sin may cast the first haiku. Next up, from way back in March, one of the first Philip Schneider haikus. This one's titled, I was fired from Home Depot for bringing my hamster to work. How you doing, Colin? Needed a sitter. Plumbing as habit trail. Kept the hamster on. So the hamster was so compelling that they fired Philip and let the hamster work, probably in his stead. Colin, how you doing, friend? We read some Colin haikus today. You've made your presence felt here. Colin was actually, he has a dubious distinction. He had the most haikus without making ride or die status this year. Most haikus without ride or die status is our pal Colin. Him and Slay were the top 2. So you guys are still associate hooligans. I made a hierarchy for fun for the stream or for the thing. This is a Computer MD one talking about Star Tropics, a game that we played quite a bit. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, see? I didn't even know you were here. Thank you for answering my question, my rhetorical question. That makes a lot of sense. I give transplants a pass. People in Cleveland who've always liked the Steelers can smell my butt. From a respectable distance, of course. This one's a Star Tropics haiku. I like this haiku, actually. It's called Alternate Star Tropics Ending. The red, green, and blue cubes combine to form one pixel. The cubes will teach you. You are just the smallest part of a greater world. Aren't we all just a series of atoms? We're all made of stars, man. I can kind of go for a beer, but it's a bad idea. This is from Philip Schneider. Some of us learn in many different ways. Some of us learn the hard way. This was titled Without Pain, Seeing is Believing. The best tool we have, those lizard brain reminders. Most reliable. Oh, you're from Massachusetts. Do you know Budsy? I'm assuming everybody in Massachusetts knows each other. Do you have a northeastern accent? That's fun too. Another Chelsea haiku. We're getting hit over the head with Chelsea haikus today. She did 40 haikus this year. Chelsea made the ride or dies. She put enough haikus in a very short period of time. This one's celebrating her 3 months in the stream getting haikus. This one's titled 3 months in. Quarter of a year. Passing seasons worth of time. Laughing. Together. Oh, do we laugh, chat? Oh, do we laugh? Sometimes. Somebody's sexting me. Not really. Okay, good. Next up, this is a haiku from Muta Shadow. It's about One of the most interesting baseball players of all time. This haiku is titled Jim Abbott. Born -1 hand. No-hitted the Indians. Glove stays on the nub. Jim Abbott is one of the most interesting pitchers of all time. He was born without a hand, his right hand, and he ended up having a pretty good big league career. Won like 120 games and threw a no-hitter against the Indians in 92, I think. So, this is from Rocket Sauna. Yeah, I like the idea of Jim Abbott. It's a very, very uplifting story. This one's titled, from Rocket Sauna, he's a little bit of a green-eyed monster here. This one's titled, My Cleveland Tom Air Fryer That Got Lost in the Mail. Not trusting postage. Oh wait, not trusting the mail. Transcontinental postage. 1 air fryer lost. I try to make different tiers for people because I know that not everybody can be a haiku champ. And there is a little bit of grumbling about, like, not everybody, but a good amount of the people who are on there gave money to the stream, and so I wanted to have special designations for people who just got a lot of haikus but didn't make the top 10 list. So you'll see it in the presentation. There's now 3 tiers of hooligans: associate hooligans, ride or die hooligans, and the haiku champs. So the higher prestige you are, the more run you get in the presentation. So like the haiku champs get a lot, the haiku ride or dies get a nice thing, and then everybody else kind of gets a little bit of a group mention. So still 3/4 of the stream haiku associates. So that means I can have any number of ride or dies. So that's what we're trying to do here. Enough explaining myself. This is a Jedi. I had a little problem at work one day. This one's titled, When You Were Wrong and Put a Kid in the Car Rider line instead of putting him on the bus. Daily cat herding. Line A instead of line B equals angry mom. I have a feeling that Miss Cleve would lose her mind if something like that happened. I don't know. We just go get him. The school's 15 minutes away. This is another one from Chelsea. She had a very active fall. This one's titled Pumpkin Patch. Fall family fun. Selecting jack-o'-lanterns. Maybe a corn maze. I'm a big fan of agritourism. It did work out okay. Yeah, see? That's a positive. Like, the kid got on a bus. I'm a big fan of agritourism myself. We have a lot of farms around here. One that's just like a bunch of corn, and you just play in corn, and it seems like a lot of fun. They had one that's a big corn maze, and it's a map of Ohio with the interstates on it. I didn't get a chance to do it, but it seems like it's pretty. It takes like an hour to do. Like, you just walk up 77 from like the south of the state up to like Columbus and into Cleveland. I like that kind of stuff. I'm a cornball, pun intended. Next up, Darthling lamenting the failures of that team in Southern Ohio. This one's titled Rip Bengals Season. Dreams die with Burrow. Rough NFL division. Someone must be last. Listen, Bengals are live dogs. Browns need to beat the Bengals. Actually, the Bengals aren't a threat to the Browns because the Browns have a better conference record. So even if the Browns were to lose to the Bengals, it would not put the Bengals over if they had a tie. So there's that. You like to win, though. 2 wins and the Browns can make the playoffs, basically. Next up, from Sheepdog. He was a Z1 player primarily, and he was curious about what I was doing. This haiku was titled, Blind Playthrough of Star Tropics. Start new adventure. Southern Cross agnostically. Bask in its cheapness. An unaware Star Tropics player is going to feel mega cheated. That game is cheap. Next up, one from Mew to Shadow from way back in February. I remember we had a lengthy conversation about Bagler's ex-girlfriend taking his whisk, and if I PB'd in a certain game, Alice would buy Bagler a whisk because I think he was in maybe he was in Europe at the time. I don't remember, but it was a deal. Or no, she was here. I think I don't remember. This was titled Whisk. Kitchen essential. Your hard yolks turned pourable. Mixing flour in. Speaking of whisks, I need to shave my face. I owe people a mustache. This is from the haiku sale from our pal Compy, Computer MD, who did 200 haikus this year, if I'm not mistaken. This one's titled A Question of Balance. Keeping self-centered, giving too much emphasis, leads to one's downfall. You know, everything in moderation, except for alcohol and haikus. That's my philosophy. We're getting very close to ending the first 100. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful time so far. We're 1 hour in. This haiku is titled, this is from Jedi. This one's titled, oh no, it's from Help Myself, excuse me. This one's titled, Why the Children's Show Ask Clown the Bear Got Canceled. A gross miscasting. Host for the wrong audience. Game of Will It Fit? I'm implying that this bear tried to shove an audience member up its butt. We do art here. Next up, one from Chelsea again. I think she was going through a bit of a hard time. I think I remember this pertaining to like health issue or a migraine. This one's titled, This Too Shall Pass. In a troubling time, the world churning beneath you takes hard times with it. I like this haiku also. I mean, it's not exactly an active approach to solving problems, but it is a way to do things. I like that haiku. I think it's kind of poignant. Remember, the world's moving whether you're doing something or not, and most of your problems go away. This is from Donatello, well after Brandy had quit for the year in haikus. This was titled, Brandy Getting Free Haikus. Brandy in watch mode. Her number met. She's waiting. Gets the shoe for free. I don't even understand what that means. Gets the shoe for free. I don't know. We have 4 haikus left in this first 100. We've done 96 haikus or so. This is from Brandy way back in January. It's titled, Stupid Autocorrect. An AI failure. Phone tries to fix your errors. Embarrassment comes. I am also a terrible typer. More so on my phone. Fat thumbing my way through another embarrassment. Remember, famous enough Cleveland Tom story. I was in my car getting ready to drive, and I was in Hocus' stream, and I was going to ask her how the runs have been. And it autocorrected to, how are the runs, babe? To which Hocus said, I don't know if that's a common way to talk to people in America, but it's kind of rude in Finland. And then Health pondered bouncing me out of Hocus' stream. But he didn't, because I'm not on Twitch to harass women. I'm not anywhere to harass women. So, we got over that faux pas and got on with our lives. So be careful what you type. You might ruin relationships over it. This is one for Brandy. Brandy must have been ready for bed. This one's titled, Time for Sleep and Cuddles. In your sleeping nest, sharing heat with your loved one until day rolls in. I do hope wherever you are tonight, if it's the appropriate time, you are snuggled in with your loved ones, whatever they are. Just stay warm. It gets cold here at night, but it's not too bad. I usually spend half the night with just a sheet on me and like my foot hanging out. That's true, Colin. Colin, every selfie Colin puts in ML stream looks like he's trying to get my attention. Like, hey, what's up? I don't have any looks. I have zero seduction even attempted me. Like, I don't know how to woo somebody with my eyes. It's like, what's up? I don't smile good either, so I always look like a creep. That's right, because he is. This is another one from Chelsea, celebrating a friend's Christmas party this weekend, which already happened, I'm assuming, because of the date. Christmas season starts. Visiting friends, spending time, drinking, and laughing. I don't know if she drinks or not. I enjoy a drinky poo at a Christmas party. Next, the 100th haiku of this particular stream. This haiku is from Brandy from way back in April. Brandy, I gifted Brandy an air fryer for being so incredibly generous. This haiku is titled, Tom is the Oprah of air fryers. Everyone gets one, doling out appliances for heart, healthy food. Maybe I'll give somebody a gift this year too. I kind of like it. I like spreading the wealth a little bit. I mean, crying out loud. Brandy's giving me a lot, and I got a good air fryer. Seems like a pretty fair way to return the favor. All right, guys. What I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. I'm going to drink some water, go pee. I'm come back. and we're going to do some more haikus. A reminder, you're watching the 2023 Haiku Slam presented by Cleveland Tom Industries. Day number 4 of a proposed 12. We're making headway. We're having the time of our lives. We're reading haikus. We're reliving the year. We're allowing some of you guys to relive your own year through the haikus you requested. I like doing this a lot. And I'm glad to see that the views kind of support that people are kind of into it for either gathering points or like the haikus. It makes me feel like this is a giant pain in the ass, and I feel like it's paying off because people are enjoying it. So before I get all pissy-eyed, I'm going to take a break. You know what I might do? Let's put up the BRB screen. I'm going to leave you under the watchful eye of the very best BRB screen on Twitch. Please do hang on. Are you freaking kidding me? Well, looks like we're starting over. That's 5 Haiku. Well, good thing I didn't dispense too much wisdom. Thank you. I need to put a note, like, somewhere for me to read it. I'm as dumb as they come. I do gotta say it again. So, this haiku, Jedi and I are of a similar age, and we like similar music from a similar era. This haiku is titled, Jagged Little Pill. Big alternative rock. Alanis magnum opus. You ought to know. It was even better the second time. Now for another haiku that I wrote and read already. This is going back to the big haiku war of 2023 between Brandy and Rocket. Brandy takes this thing very serious. I would warn any of you, like, don't ruin this for everybody. This haiku is titled, Let's Do This, Rocket. I will work overtime to keep High Queen. New battle lines drawn. High Queen asserts herself to the new challenge. Yeah, it's just embarrassing. I feel like an ass. Next up, speaking of the aforementioned great battle, this is from Rocket Song. It's titled The Great Haiku Battle of 2023. Large, mighty forces meet on Haiku Battlefield. Haikus, red with blood. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Tracking the haiku champs and doing all this stuff is for entertainment purposes only. And if it gets out of control and to where it's not fun for me, I just simply won't do it ever again. So let's be cool, all of you. Next up, we haven't done a Tappy haiku today. This haiku is titled Now If Tappy Would Join the Chat. 1. Our hearts left longing. Our northeastern friend, please join. Chat needs. It's Tappy. Hopefully he's watching right now. Notice me, Sen Pete. Notice me. Try not to out our lurkers. But I will look. See who's here. Another Doom Tap haiku. This is from Alice. This one's titled Everyone Loves Doom Tap. The world can unite. Hugs across country borders. Kill him with kindness. If I have to kill him with kindness, plenty of kindness to spare around here. These haikus are all upside down. This is Brandy being excited about her going to go visit her favorite doggo in the world. This haiku is titled 2 More Sleeps Till Poof Cuddles. Anticipation. Her patience is wearing thin. 2 wake-ups, then Poof. Anybody who doesn't know, Poof is the dog mascot, or the official dog, the dog queen, with Ernie serving as second in command. This is from Fat Cat playing Mario 3. We talked about what it was like when the king was actually a dog. This haiku is titled Dog King, Automatic Invincibility. A life unthreatened. Sitting on royal hot seat. His cuteness. Defense. The dog in Mario 3 is so cute that you'd have to be a real monster to want to kill that thing. To kill any dog, really. Unless it owed me money. Or didn't like a movie that I liked. Another Tappy haiku. This was titled A Special Tappy Haiku About Sucking. Okay, that's weird. Like the northern wind, graces us with his presence to tell me I suck. And he's not wrong. If Tappy says it's true, then I feel like it's probably true. This is a Zelda 1 haiku from Fat Cat. It's titled Collecting 8 Doritos and Stabbing a Pig. Corn tortilla chips. Triangle of triangles. With pork for dessert. I'm pretty sure that I've written a lot of haikus about Doritos and pig roasts. Also. We cover some ground a lot of times. And usually I can remember, and I'll try to write a different haiku. But I'll tell you, I know for a fact, some of these haikus are months apart and almost exactly the same. And only I will know. Only I'm paying that close of attention. This is for Brandy. I think she's giving me a hard time for not PBing in Z1 for a while. It's titled Time for a Different and New PB. Keep moving it forward. PB's meant to be broken. When is the next one? You know, the next PB is always on the horizon. I feel like we're still due for a big Star Tropics PB. And maybe a Natbot by the end of the year. That's if I play. Health. This next one's from Health. And Health generally does a really good job of variety of topics and something I can really get my teeth into. He's up there. I mean, for having done as many haikus as I've done for him, like, there's a lot of really good haikus based on what he gives me to work with. This one's titled Crossing the Streams. Peeing with your friends. Want to make a Liquid X? Pee streams to battle! That's what I did with that. I like it. I think it's really good. This is Brandy. Brandy met a haiku, a Detroiter living in Pennsylvania, but created her own country on a balcony. MI to PA. Relocated her kingdom to her balcony. That's right. The question is, in the haiku report, does the sovereign kingdom of Brandiesel make a return? Or was she back to being absorbed by America? We'll have to find out when I actually put it out, which will be in the next week. You'll see it. Brandy, this is Brandy celebrating her generosity. This is titled Next Bit Tier Soon. Continued gifting. The next destination, a tier to herself, which I believe she currently is on a tier to herself, and I don't think if anybody deserves one, it'd be her. She has her own poof emotes. She has 2 tiers to herself with her own poof emotes. Though I think Darthling has his own tier now too. He's on the same tier with Compy. I'm gonna do something about that too. But he has his good Ernie. He has his Ernie haiku. Let's pull up an Ernie real quick. Okay, there. Where's he at? Apparently I'm. There he is. Look at Ernie. That's a good-looking dog. There you go. Not a good picture of a dog, I should say. You know, sometimes playing video games we actually are successful, and the word gold isn't good enough. This haiku is titled Glad. The excellence color, showing the world you're better than you've been before. That's right. Having the Ernie emo puts you on a pretty rarefied air. I think there's only 4 people that belong. There's only 4 people on the Ernie tier. Actually, I don't think that's true. I think there's 6 people on the Ernie tier. 6 people are in the Ernie tier, which is pretty impressive. This is Brandy stating her goal. Way back in May, look at that date, May 15th. Brandy stating her goal. 365 haikus by November. 1 every day. Representing a whole year for the season closes. I'm happy to say that Brandy managed to pull it out. She managed to get 365 haikus. But was it enough to be the haiku champ for the year? Only one way to find out. Our friend the Pickled Peppers is known for a lot of things. One of them is his prolific mooching for gift subs, of which I've given him many. This one's titled 6-month gifters. Half a year freebies. Some heroes aren't wearing capes. Some extend gift subs. The key to Pickle's heart is through gift subs. Clearly. This is from Rocket Sauna. You know, I'm a dry food guy. I believe he may be the opposite. This haiku is titled Ketchup. Gross, red, and slimy. People with horrible taste put it on their steak. There's 5 bottles of ketchup in this house right now, I'm pretty sure. I will have none of it. Sometimes you glod so good you do it again. This haiku commemorates one of those rare circumstances. It's titled Double Glod. The best you can do. You loved the feeling so much. You did it 2 times. Go out there and meet your speedrunning dreams, folks. Get it done. This is Darthling posing a question to me about, is there a limit to what I'll write a haiku about? This haiku is titled Taboo Topics. Push haiku limits. Nothing is off the table. I'll write around it. Pretty much anything you give me, if I don't want to do something a certain way, I'm just going to work around it. I'm an artiste. You give me a tuber, I'm going to make art out of it. This is from a fellow who popped in the stream way back in January. I don't think we ever saw him again. Maybe a little later. This haiku is titled PlayStation Fan 1994. Young buck enters chats, grills me on the olden times. Grew up on Wii. Not on Wii as in sadness, but on playing a Nintendo Wii. On Wii. Not on Wii. You guys good? Okay. Brandy. We know a lot of things about Brandy. One of the things that this woman loves a clean kitchen. This haiku is titled New Cleaning Supplies Hype. Cleanliness Project. The scientist in her lab. The goal is max shine. I'm pretty sure her kitchen's in good shape. This is from Darthling. You want to make a difficult game harder. This haiku is titled Playing Star Tropics on a Dance Pad. Buffering rhythm. Constant thudding in basement. Of feet. And yo-yo. My ankles are like this thick, so I don't do anything athletically that involves my feet. I'm fast in theory. This is Muta Shadow from the Haiku Sale, just taking in the sights and sounds of his office there and picking a topic based on what he sees. This haiku is titled Bookshelf. With spines facing out, demonstrate your learnedness, or action figures. It's true. I have a shelf over there. There's nothing on it. It was my living room shelf with all my personal effects, and I just never put that shit out. It's just, no one comes down here. This is where I live. Or where I hang out, I should say. Next, this is from EvryTimeWeSlay. Recently, we talked about sports. We talked about sports psychology. This one's titled, Fandom is about unbridled emotionalism. Thing dedication. Logic goes out the window for entertainment. I'll say this. My buddy, and I won't say his name, we call him a robot because he's very logical, and we give him a lot of heat. And even he will admit, I am the only thing in my life that I'm unreasonable about, and emotional about, and unanalytical about is the Browns. Everything else is on the table. Everything else is subject to debate or analysis or scrutiny, except for the way he feels about the Browns. I used to be the same way. I'm not as bad as I used to be. This is from Haiku Miss, our friend Tia Sandia, celebrating the last night in a hotel. She leaves in chaos. She carelessly tossed pillows, towels strewn everywhere. The maid staff did not know what to do. I like Tia. Hope she comes in here more next year. Hope we get to see more of her. Chelsea, she moved her way from nothing to ride or die status in a very short period of time. This one's titled, Here I Come, Watch Out. Challenger rises. Eyes glisten with haiku shine. Community warned. I do believe Chelsea P has a chance to make the top 10 next year. I mean, it'll be tough. I think the top 10 will be competitive. Hopefully not so much to turn people off, but... Fat Cat talks about settling the score in a physical confrontation. This haiku is titled, Damaging Kneecaps is the great equalizer. The lower fulcrums, susceptible to attack, to even the odds. The point is, though, if you're going for someone's knees, you better not miss, because you're going to be down there where their knees are, which is surprisingly close to their feet. Could be a problem for you. Next, the Mario Day edition of Clean News. Third sober weekend. International driver. Another bust storm. We had a lot of times this year where it was supposed to snow a lot, and it just didn't. My snow thrower is just begging me to use it. It's like, touch me, daddy. I'm like, I can't. That was weird. Weirdly sexual. This is a Chelsea haiku from November. It's titled Wine versus Nicotine. Upper V downer. Only do one when driving. Both can sting your teeth. I'd like to keep the members of this chat with nice, pearly white teeth. Make sure we're brushing. Make sure we're not drinking too much wine. This is from Darthling on New Year's Day, accepting the hard truth about himself. This haiku is titled New Year, Same Me. I'm too old to change. Resolutions for the young. Gonna stay doing me. Amen to that, as we did nothing differently this year on stream. We're still us. And you like it, don't you? This is a haiku emote from Muta Shadow. It is the Enigma Wave haiku, or Enigma Wave emote titled No Swimming. Under Southern Cross, too many use floaties, too manly to use floaties, and sinks to his death. For some reason, Mike can't swim. And there he is on all these islands. Another Darkling haiku from his time running Z1 Randos. It didn't go particularly well. This haiku is titled Going 0-7 Tomorrow. Low expectation, 0 up and 7 down. At least it was fun. I hope you at least had fun. If you're going to get your windshield blown out, you might as well enjoy it. This is an EvryTimeWeSlay haiku from July. It's titled, What Were We Thinking? Why did we come here? Could raid to anywhere else, but we chose not to. That was partial. I think that was part of a big Louis raid that I got that Slay was part of, and started questioning a lot of life decisions. But we had a good time anyway, didn't we, pal? This is a haiku from the Back to the Future series, where we did haikus featuring all 3 movies per computer. Copy did a 3 haiku series. We did the Back to the Future 3 haiku on Haiku Day 2, I believe. This one's titled Back to the Future. For Marty McFly, fight for his own existence. His mom tried to bone. Thank you. You think it was a speedrunning late? It might have been. Sometimes I miss the mark. This is a Brandy haiku giving me a hard time because of my failures in SMB3. This one's titled No One Pits in 1-4. Oh, this is a quote one. That's right. You were salty today when I was in your stream. I was alarming. You get a little salty once in a while. Every time we sulk. This is a random quote haiku. This was titled No One Pits in 1-4. It's a baby auto scroller. Forced through level, creating complacency, unexpected pits. You know, when you finish with your speedrunning, it's so easy. The reset button is right there. All you gotta do is reach out and grab it. Sometimes you gotta finish the game. I shall finish the game, Doc. I shall finish the game. This haiku is titled Finishing a Dead Run. A test of your will. Completing valueless tasks to show your virtue. Life is not about not getting knocked down. It's about how you get up and keep coming. My dad, Rocky Balboa, said that. This is a Budsy haiku. Budsy's a known lurker, particularly at work. This one's titled Hiding in the Drop Ceiling for 2 hours at work to watch Twitch. Clandestine act. Secret ceiling. Hidey hole. Twitching. Undisturbed. One of my very favorite emote is the Riggs made Budsy leave emote. It's pretty good. Where he's just going up the... I don't know how you do something like that. I'm surprised I have the emote I have. Next one from January, a musical question for me specifically. This one's titled My Outlook on Pink Floyd's The Wall. A thoughtful insight, singer as self-insert, a bit grandiose. Does anybody remember the Nostalgia Critic did a really awful video about the Wall that was memed ferociously and almost immediately? It's one of those things that was so bad that people started careers talking about it on YouTube. This is from Brandy. Apparently, Brandy, there was some drug use in her house as a child. This one's titled Wanted to Try Mescaline Because of My Gen X Parents. Adult role models. A powerful influence. Doing what they do. I grew up in a house with drinking, and sometimes I will have a drink. I like this song. I've been trying to mix the music up too a little bit. I mean, per streams. Slay's 15 minutes is good enough to loop 8, 9 times and you won't even notice because it's so long. It just blends perfect. This is a Gustavo Shrapnel haiku. It's titled Beer and stuff. Mixing up your highs. Beer drives with a passenger. Ups to combat downs. You know, we just like downs. We just like our beers. We like our beer buzz. We get a little high 3-4 times a year. It's good enough. Darthling, during the haiku sale, your lips to God's ears, buddy. This haiku is titled, Haiku Tom Needs a Raise. Agreed to contract. He undervalued himself. Renegotiate. As you remember, I had to do an extra shower, but I also got access to the bottom drawer in the refrigerator whenever I want. And a third refrigerator box, which is mostly for storage now. So, who really came out ahead in that bargain? Next is a Help Myself haiku. His last haiku of the year. Apparently, based on the title, it's titled The Actual Final Haiku. Seriously, it's the last one. Health closes his book. His year of haikus complete. Until 24. I do like that a lot of people, when they were doing their last haiku, made it a point to say this is the last haiku. Kind of announcing that their work was done, their disinterest. Brandy did it. Health did it. Gustavo did it. A lot of people did it. And I kind of like that kind of stuff. This is a Jedi haiku chronicling, if you will, the Browns season. This haiku is titled, Browns D comes through and gets a 13-10 win over the Steelers. Besting their rivals. D continues to carry more winnable games. Then they went to lose 2 in a row out west, and now back to the winning group. Also, Shadow, if you're here, the Browns game 2 Browns games ago was a scoregami. I was very excited to find that out. Very excited. This is a Rocket Sauna haiku. I think this is his last one of the year also. It was titled Rocket Giving Up His Dream of Being Supreme Haiku Champ. The throne eludes him. What happens to the dream deferred? They become haikus. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it wither and rot like a raisin in the sun? We did a raisin in the sun like every year in school for like 4 years. I'm very familiar with it. This is a compy Christmas-themed haiku. This was titled, Hark the Haiku Angels Sing. Rejoicing cherubs, glory to the new haiku. Peace on earth comes with. I can't sing, but I can pretend to sing. This is for Brandy. It's a candy question. It's titled Conversation Hearts versus Candy Corn for worst candy ever. Used as backup chalk. Meaningless cutesy phrases. Candy corn's alright. I'll eat candy corn. I don't like that the world just turned its back on candy corn. It's fine. Alright? There's way worse things in the world to eat than candy corn. This is a computer haiku, a compy haiku from a haiku series. 2 haikus in a double entendre series. This is double entendre number 2. The beast with 2 backs. The horizontal mambo while stemming the rose. I wrote all my double entendres are sexy ones. Yeah, cream corn, you're living life right. This is from Help Myself. He went on an adventure this year. He went over to Europe and got to meet the folks. This haiku is titled Meeting Twitch Friends IRL. Monitors replaced with nerves in life's 3D space. Make good impressions. I would encourage anybody, if you have any kind of relationship with people on Twitch and you have an opportunity, you should meet them. I've had nothing but positive experiences. I met 5 people off the platform. Everybody was great. Everybody's worth some of your time. This is good. It's a good way to do it. If you're, anybody's around, anybody wants to be in Cleveland and come visit me, I'll make time for you. What does that remind you? Next up, Rocket Sauna did a lot of haikus. A smile talker is somebody who smiles when they talk. Like they just smile and they're talking while they smile, like I'm smile talking right now. I'm off a lot, Colin. I can make lunch or afternoon time. I can make lunch or dinner time probably. I mean, I have a couple things I got to do, but we can work things out. We're gonna get together. We're at least gonna hang out for a little bit. I have a shitload of time off. Some people smile talk. Well, it depends. If you want to be cynical, people look at smile talking like being disingenuous. But some people just, that's how they respond, right? Like, yes, let's get it in the book. Reach out to me through Discord. I'll put it on the schedule. We'll get there. This haiku, Rocket Sauna did a lot of haikus during the haiku stream. He did a whole block of haikus when he came in. Yes, I did. He's a bit of a smile talker. And in his case, I didn't mean it like he just had that name. He's kind of a warm guy. And it felt like naturally, like a naturally interested warm guy. So it was a thing I noticed about him, and I didn't mean anything by it. So hopefully it didn't bury me. I said in some cases that a cynical person would look at it as phony, but I didn't see it in him. That's why I commented on it. He's a smile talker. He seemed like a really warm guy. So this is about the stream, the part of the haiku sale where Rocket piled on the haikus. This one's titled "The Rocket Era of Haikus" for the stream. Rocket makes it known. Here to dominate haikus. The proof incoming. Yeah. I didn't mean it as an insult. I liked Bagley. He seemed like a good dude. Maybe he was just so happy to be around me because people get that way. I mean, camera's here. I'm looking at me the whole time because I like looking at me too. Yeah, some people do that. This haiku is from Philip, stating the obvious. It's titled, "Don't die, Tom. Death undefeated. When the end comes to claim him, Tom will go along. You know, someday this trail will be empty. And that's just the way it is. That's depressing. Yeah. I mean, it's also something you got to pick up on people. And to be fair, I became acutely aware of it because someone was saying about somebody else that I know, and then it became like forefront of my brain. I might be a smile talker too because I'm so, warm and friendly. Next, the January 18th edition of the Cleve News Haiku. Scavenging for wood. The big work presentation. Camping gear. All packed. That's right. We had a productive week back in January, right before Yeti Camp. This is a Muta Shadow haiku about something that he probably had near his possession. This one's titled A Q-Tip. Little Pugil Stick. For external use only. Famous rapper name. I don't use Q-tips. I just get the swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. This is from the Computer MD Series 7. This haiku was titled 7, the movie. Mills in Somerset. Please tell me what's in the box. John Doe is winner. It's the first time I've had a bit of a cough since I've been here. I'm probably not having any water. Next haiku from Muta Shadow. This haiku is simply titled 8. Counting spider's legs. Sideways is infinity. 2 to third power. 2 to third power. I like math. I try to squeeze math in a haiku where I can. This is a haiku from the Phenomenal Sir during the haiku sale. It's titled Fewer Followers Means More Concentrated Haiku Flavor. Hooligan Country. Show uncommitted the door. For hardcores only. Or you can just have everybody you know follow the stream and watch every stream so I can make fat Twitch cash so I can be miserable writing haikus full time. That does seem like a lot of work. I would not want to write haikus full time. Unless I made a lot of money. This is a haiku from our pal Popcorn Cannon. Every responsible citizen has a right to participate in the judicial system. This haiku is titled Jury Duty. Your civic duty. Participate in process or lie your way out. This is a haiku from Philip Schneider. It's titled Praise Columbo. 1492. Solidified the new world. Accident or not. He said it could be found, oh. I'm not going to sing the rest of that one. Next, the October 11 edition of The Cleve News. Nothing but busy. Carving pumpkins on Friday. I need some time off. Sometimes you need a break. This is from Cal Ray from the Haiku Sale. This is titled, "This is Why We Pay You the Big Bucks, Demanding That I Work." High expectations. Superhuman haiku feats worthy of pay grade. That's right, worthy of the pay grade. This is a labor of love. I would do it for free, but please, don't make me. Popcorn Cannon on the Haiku Sale, a movie that's pretty popular among sci-fi circles. This haiku is titled Highlander. There can be only one. Immortality conflict. A blessing and a curse. I'd like to live forever, but unlikely. My art will. As long as these precious cards don't get destroyed. Or the books. Or the on the internets. Or the YouTube channel. Or the epitaph. I'm bearing the books with me anyway, so 1,000 years from now people can find it. This is a Matthew Riegert haiku. Is it food? Is it a body part? This haiku is titled Buns. In any context. A place to hold your wiener. Draw eyes. Attention. This is a pro-butt stream. We like looking at booty cheeks when we can. That's kind of what we're into. You know. I grew up in the 90s during the Great Butt Revolution. Next up, Rocket Sauna. This is strange. This is several months before we played Star Tropics. This haiku is titled Yo-Yo is the best weapon for taking on monsters and aliens. Doom to Dumper. All-time great weapons to kill island denizens will return to you. That means you simply don't doom to dumper enough. I've written at least 2 haikus about that lobster's butt. That is a sentence that a person said. Next up, this could be, we all live life on our own timeline. This haiku is titled Arriving Late to the Party. Stale chips, melted ice. Needed to be here to see. Tardiness cost you. I know, ballsy move to manually type it in. On your phone, though, you gotta scroll through. And it's kind of a hassle. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I'm a member of many Simpsons meme pages on Facebook. A lot of talk about Sexy Flanders. This haiku is the March 6th edition of the Cleve News. Here it comes. Boringest of times. Laying low, saving money. Lather, rinse, repeat. Sometimes doing the same, sometimes a little routine is good for you. I like being a little bored. I plan to do nothing periodically, and I'm very good at it. Our pal Darthling, way back in June, went to Hawaii. Anticipation was getting the best of him, so he requested this haiku titled 3 Days and a Wake Up Until Hawaii. Darth gets to relax, far away volcanic rocks, waiting to get laid. See what I did there? Put a lay on you. I'm not going to comment on whether or not Darthling had sex in Hawaii, but he probably did get laid. This is Fat Cat putting me over. This haiku is titled Delightful Stream. A place to feel good. A place of positive vibes. Fills you with warmth. If you don't leave here feeling like you just rubbed the puppy's belly, you might need mental help. Next up, we celebrate with Chelsea as kids' soccer season lurches into the end. This haiku is titled Soccer Season Comes to an End Tonight. No more kids running. No more clumsily kicked balls. No more falling down. You guys know my position on little kid sports. I mean, you gotta, but you gotta. Next up, the Haiku Sale edition of the Cleve News. Pens, paper, ready. Ready to write some haikus. 12 hours in chair. That's false. 13 hours and 8 minutes in chair. Haiku Sale. Next year will be a charity stream. My plan is to donate all the proceeds, or match all the proceeds rather. I haven't picked a charity yet. I'll have to set it up. I have 7 months. But I think that'd be a great way to get more interest and get some haikus in here. Maybe do some good for somebody other than me. Next up, a sports-themed haiku, though a little late in the game, from Jedi. It's titled Deshaun Watson. Eggs in one basket. More than 200 million. Still undecided. You know, the jury's still out on Deshaun Watson as a quarterback for the Browns. I'm starting to be a Kevin Stefanski believer, I'll tell you what, because he's just getting it done. Getting it done as a coach. First team in history to win a quarterback with 4 different games in the same season. Win a game with 4 different quarterbacks in the same season. That's freaking noteworthy, okay? Next, from the haiku sale, you know, we want our friend to visit us, but he's not. He can't. He doesn't always show up. This one's titled, Tappy said he might stop in. Or our reticent pal might grace us with his presence and say he hates us. I don't care if you hate me, Tappy, as long as you're here. Tappy, come back. Any kind of fool could see. My voice is still wrecked from the football game. Wrecked. Next up, from the Halloween Candy Haiku series, this is haiku number 2, titled Snickers. Classic candy bar. You gonna be here a while? With nuts for protein. Let me make sure. Yep. Next up, a haiku from Jedi. We like to set goals, but we're very moderate goal setters. We don't try not to overdo it. This haiku kind of helps me get to understand Jedi more as a person, which I kind of knew ahead of time. This haiku is titled Modesty is the Best Policy when it comes to goals. Avoid bad feelings. All things in moderation. Even gaming goals. Hi, Detroit Steve. How you doing, Ultra? Welcome to the 2023 Haiku Slam presented by Cleveland Town Ministries. We've already read 100 haikus. We've read about 150 haikus today. We're getting through. I've not read an Ultra haiku yet. This is another Tappy haiku from Brandy back in May. It's titled Missing Tappy in Stream. His absence avoid. His fellowship in demand. His presence needed. He periodically takes breaks where he's busy and he's got stuff going on. And honestly, maybe he just wants to go touch grass once in a while, and I can't begrudge him that. You know. As I've said many times already in this stream, we like to keep a nice old chat here. This is from Darthling, celebrating his slight age over me. This one's titled 45 Years Young. Creep towards 50. Enjoying your middle age. Halfway to 90. Reminder, 15 short days from now, we'll be doing, what word? Probably. Which, I make up a lot of words, so it's possible. We'll be doing a haiku, touching grass. Right? Isn't that what you do? You go out and touch grass? Did I say it wrong? I got it from you. This is from... Oh, I'm just a bad talker, bud. I'm chewing on my tongue half the time. This one, Sheepdog came in, encouraging us. This one's titled, First Place on First Try, GG. Previous practice, times before were non-canon. That one was real. See, that makes a lot of sense too. I'm just a bad talker. I shouldn't be committing to 24. It's Depeche Mode? Oh, that makes sense. This is from Samurai Udansha, celebrating one of the bits of challenging parts of the game Star Tropics. This was titled Hand RNG. Those deadly clawed fists. Game playing by its own rules. Delay victory. See, I'm very confused now. You've lost me, Shadow. Did I say it right or not? Go out and touch some grass. This is a Brandy haiku referring to a guy from her neighborhood back in the day who actually wasn't African American. This haiku is titled Black Rodney. Incorrectly labeled. seller of illicit goods, awaiting parole. Oh, okay. I'm dumb. Shadow, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Joke. This haiku is from the Halloween Candy Haiku series. This is number 6. Rolos. Caramel centered. Trapezoidal mouth fillers. Dissolve and enjoy. See, sometimes I don't get the joke. See, like, if you don't put a kappa on it, I don't know if you're kidding. I demand kappas in every joke. Or just an emoji winky face with the 2 colons and that. I'll go for that too. I had a misunderstanding with Donatello back in, or with Slay rather, and Flyer back in November. This one's titled, Why Slay Told Tom to Fuck Off. An innocent man. Flyer's trolling mislabeled. He is justified. This is when I accused Slay of trolling me, when in fact it was our friend High Flyer. So I guess High Flyer double trolled me, because now me and Slay are not on speaking terms. Thank you, all treads. Glad having you here. What is this, like some kind of goat? Is that a goat? This haiku is from Phenomenal Sir. It's very Mario meta. It's titled, How Does Mario Have So Many Jobs? And all Luigi does is jump big. It's a duck. Do you quack? Do you quack like a duck? I'm not gonna sing that song. I'm gonna now before I was so rudely interrupted. How does Mario have so many jobs and all Luigi does is jump big? Nepotism, higher. Riding our brother's coattails. In family business. Colin, thank you for hanging out, dude. You have a wonderful night. Thank you for being a continued interested patron in the stream and in the arts themselves. We will get together. Oh, you guys finally triggered that. It took so long. Green Mario is best Mario. Everybody knows that. The next haiku is from our friend Tia. This is something that I'm not familiar with. It's titled Haircuts. Afro adjustment. Hair slips your head's surly bonds to the barber's floor. That's the second mention of something slipping something surly bonds in this stream alone. This haiku is a exclamation that I'm familiar with, as I am an expert at what I do. This one's titled Gaming. Or Gaming? Yell at peak of voice. An exclamation of joy. Mild gaming feats. We treat everything like we just won the damn Super Bowl around here. And I ain't afraid to be excited. Nearly 2 hours into the readings today. Mainly because I spent a total of 5 minutes without my microphones on. This is from Colin back in October. This is titled Epic Back Scratcher. Unfinished drywall with a metal corner piece. Live life like a bear. I've had a lot of pain in my shoulders, so like getting my hand to scratch my back is really difficult. So I have to rely on Miss Cleve, or I do it bear style. Up against the corner over there. You know, like a grown-up might. This haiku is from High Flyer 28. This was kind of fun. This one's titled Tom's Hair and Sex Goals Being the Same. I'll explain the joke later. Easy to maintain. Broad goals with the same purpose. One helps the other. So that goes back to stream. Someone asked me what my hair goals were. And I said, my hair goals are the same as my sex goals. To have some. Anywho, one of the final haikus from the year from Jedi. This one's titled, When You Have to Go Out to Get a New Water Heater. The taps runneth cold. Sleeping liability. Today, was its day. Yes, we do have to adult. It's not all fun. Sometimes it's colonoscopies, prostate exams, and new water heaters. And that's the best times of your life. This is from Popcorn Cannon. Thinking about delicious treats in the summer. This one's titled Tropical Smoothies. Fruity explosion. Taste buds sing tropical songs. Days. Vitamin C. I can go for a smoothie. I can always go for a smoothie. Next one, this is from right after Halloween. ML found herself with a surplus of candy. This one's titled Russell getting 35 Kit Kats. Future nuisances. Mom and Dad getting their cut to save sanity. We will straight up throw Cleve Jr. candy out or give it. I'll take it to work and leave it in my office and people will take it. He don't need that much candy. He don't need that much candy. No one does. Next one up. Oh, excuse me. Can't believe it's been nearly a year since we started this. This haiku commemorates the establishment of a new emote. This one's titled Poof Emote. Special gifted prize. 10,000 biddies given. A white pooch emote. That's right. That is from when our pal... Actually, there's two poof emotes, I thought. We have two poof emotes in honor of Brandy's owning 2 tears to herself. She makes a poof wall. Who doesn't like a fluffy white dog? This is from back when we raced Jade and we failed and we made a very terrible mistake near the end. This haiku was titled, When You Accidentally Use a Warp Whistle Instead of Whistling at a Cute Koopa. A resource misuse. When Hammer Bro catcalling, your run and hopes dash. I was beating Jade by 3.5 minutes and I blew the damned whistle right outside Bowser's castle. Conspiracy theorists in the Tom stream suggest that I did that on purpose. And the answer is, nuh-uh, your mom. I did. I'm stupid and I do stupid things sometimes. Next up, one from Ultra Minimalist. Hey, Ultra's here. I don't even know what brought this up. This one's titled Giant 70s Fake Boobs. First augmentations, like plastic chest volcanoes, looked better covered. That being said, thank you, Kale. Listen, I meant everybody but you, buddy. I meant everybody but you. When I was talking about Chat's mom, I wasn't talking about you. Next up, Fat Cat, feeling nostalgic. This haiku was titled Goonies, Never Say Die. Brave adventurers, youth at its most romantic. With one last hurrah. We let Cleve Jr. watch Goonies. It's a pretty good movie. Movie's a little violent. They're gonna kill those children. Like, very real threats of children being killed. We'll get a lot of that. This is a Help Myself haiku. Help Myself haiku. Noting his lack of interest in a big part of popular culture. This haiku is titled Lull Sports. Lull. Overcompensate. I don't care for the sports balls. Neanderthal. Games. Guys, not everybody likes sports, if you can even believe that is a possibility, you know? It's fine. I mean, sports is culture. I get irritated, but I know people... I also don't like stuff. Sometimes I get a little bitchy. What's up, Fuge? How you doing? This is the Darthling haiku from the Colts game, I believe. This is from October 23rd. It's titled Browns D playing like ballers. Overcame big plays. Garrett's one-man wrecking crew. Fumble at the end. My hair is all back here. See? Listen, patent pending, but I call it a ponytail. Where it's like you pull your hair back and you tie it to where it looks like the back of your head is a horse. I didn't realize you liked the hair, Future Rush. I'm glad somebody likes it. This is near Halloween. Oh, there you go. I'm assuming you're talking about me there. Where's your Tom? I like that too. This is from Near Halloween, Darthling, preparing for a school function. This one's titled Costume Day Friday. Once every year, rare chance to express yourself. Cosplaying at work. Oh, my mom? She's fine. My mom's a nice lady. I mean, I don't think she's DTF these days, if that's what you're getting at. She's a nice lady. I'm a fan. We have 4 more haikus left in this particular day of the haiku stream. This is from the Prince trilogy from Compy. It's titled Doves and Corvettes. Why do you drive so fast? Maybe I'm just like Mother. Pirate stuff? No. Whoa! What's up, Not You, SMB35? Thank you for rocking Cleveland with the raid. Hello, Raiders. You've caught me during the haiku sale. We're reading all the haikus we did on stream. We've done almost 200 today. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Remember, December is devoted for reading haikus. Haiku Slam Day 4 is nearly done, actually. We've read 196 haikus so far today. Sads, how you doing? Welcome. Wep, a pleasure as always. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. You didn't mischaracterize me as a person from another local town, so you must be in a good mood. This haiku is from the Prince trilogy. It's titled Doves and Corvettes. Why do you drive so fast? Maybe I'm just like Mother. Never satisfied. Hello, Raiders. My name is Cleveland Tom. I am generally a player. Tomception must be nice. Too bad you don't get double channel points. Hopefully you had a wonderful stream. Had to pick a tab. You know, don't pick the raid one. I want to make sure I get those sweet watches. Raiders, my name is Cleveland Tom. I'm a modest, humble, incredibly handsome retro speedrunner. But I also, I also write haikus, and what we're doing here in December is doing the Haiku Slam. We just read them all off. Thousands of them, 2,500 haikus. We've read almost 800 haikus. What's up, Queefing Season? Crikey, what you've got there is a quaif. Remember that? We did that bit before, where it's like the Queefing Season. Crikey, it's Queefing Season. Miss, you've got a little compressed air in your vagina. You're going to want to push it out. Yes, I am Haiku Tom. Cleveland Tom is a blowhard with a fat face and freckly shoulders. He stinks. You wouldn't like him. You should like me. The next haiku we have here is from a Pickled Pepper series about trees. We wrote a lot of haikus about trees. This one's titled Chestnut Oak. Bearers of acorns, spotted in Rocky Mountains, tallest of the oaks. Because of all my brother Masons, I'm the quickest with a joke. Catch me in the bright light, you'll see my shape to please. We just start singing the haikus at the end. Alright, we have 2 haikus left. Which one do I want to close with? I'll close with this one. Haiku number 199 today. This haiku is from the Muta Shadow Things in His View series. It's titled Carpet. In-house power plant. Battle scars from clumsiness. Hiding your hard wood. Was it a pube joke? Was it a straight up joke about just wood on the floor? I don't remember. I wrote this haiku nearly 6 months ago, but it still feels real to me, damn it. It still feels real to me. And now the 200th, and thank you, Compy. Compy, you've been an excellent mod today. The 200th and final haiku of today's Haiku Slam. This is from the Bagler back in September. It's titled The Cleveland Tom Live World Tour. He's doing it live. Taking the show on the road. Prepare to be bored. Thank you. Oh baby, look at that. We got another one done. Thank you. Thank you for the snaps, the snappy snaps. Now that that smelly bum's out of the way, you can admire my wolf shirt. How? We're not going to play any games today. We don't have a lot of time. Follow Not You SMB3. He's a friend of the stream and a member of the Discord. Guys, remember, Haiku Sale plunges forward. In the shuffling madness, it's the Haiku Slam. We don't stop. We don't stop till we do all of them. All 2,515. Remember, guys, the Haiku report is getting worked on. It's nearly complete. It's going to be a beast. I'm going to record it, ideally, this week. Sots, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the 16 months, pal. I appreciate you. I didn't realize you'd been around that long. Thank you for the GGs. We are... Wait, where's my music? There it is. Okay. You didn't get to break 100 subs? Or 100 haikus? Well, I mean, a reminder to you, you didn't get in till March. You didn't get in till February. So you'll have points and you'll have time. Yes, I wish I had 100 subs. I did have 100 subs for a while because Dr. TP came in and like papered the room. He gave me like 85 subs in like one stream, which was like, how do you pay someone back for that? But so we're working on the Haiku Slam. You're in the middle of day 4, minus the 2 times I started talking for many minutes without my microphone on because I am an ass. We had a nice successful stream today. We plowed through. The Haiku report should be debuting Saturday morning. That's what I like to do. I'm looking forward to getting it out there. I did a way better job than last year. So much data, so much stuff. I spent probably 8 hours on it. I don't know. Somewhere between 6 and 8 hours working on it. I hope you enjoy it, so we'll do that soon. What I'm going to do is, it is 10:25 here in the East, and I've read 200 haikus. I've been talking for 2 hours, 12 minutes. We didn't do any gaming today. Good news is there will be a stream tomorrow. Day stream tomorrow. I think a lot of people are. We'll talk about that in the haiku report also. But I will be streaming during the day tomorrow. So we'll do some gaming. We'll read some haikus. And we'll get back to business. But in the short term, let's find us someone that we want to spend time with. Who do we want to raid? Who do we like out here today? Let's see. You know, we never raid her. Let's raid Base Camp Foster. I like what she does there. We're gonna raid Base Camp Foster. Let me click this button here. She's playing La Mulana. I see people playing La Mulana and I have no idea what it is. So I'm kind of curious. So let's go check her out. I'm going to hit the button and then I'm going to pull up the goodbye screen. So let's do this. Let's hit the button. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. We had a wonderful time today. Haiku Slam rages on. We're going to come back tomorrow for more haikus, more gaming. And we're going to keep doing it until we do them all by the end of the year. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. You'll see me tomorrow. But until then, my friends, peace out, Girl Scouts, and I will see you at the very next one. Have a wonderful evening.